Thank you. I now request the following dignitaries to be seated on the dais. Shri Govindji Agarwal sir, Shri Sunilji Naveen Chandra Mehta sir, Shri Sanjay Batale sir, Dr. M.B. Kekre and Dr. D.V. Pawar sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, as we begin with this event, I'd like to invite Shri Sunilji Mehta sir to welcome our chief guest of Share 2024, Shri Govindji Agarwal sir, with a memento. Thank you, sir. Now I request Trustee Dr. Kekre sir to welcome our patron DES Shri Sunilji Mehta sir. Thank you, sir. Now I request Life Member DES and Principal Kirti College, Dr. D. Pawar sir, to welcome Shri Sanjay Batale sir with a memento. Round of applause, everyone. Thank you, sir. Now I request DES and Principal Kirti College, Dr. D. Pawar sir, to welcome Shri Prashant Chandra sir. Thank you, sir.
The more you learn, the more you know is a famous quote of Warren Buffett. In every class, our professor and teacher says, keep learning and grow your knowledge. I now call upon Dr. Anita Kukre ma'am to welcome the dignitaries and smart investors.
You have to learn to profit from market fluctuation rather than suffer from it. Quote unquote George Soros. Namaste and good morning. Chief guest of the prize distribution function, Director ALF Credit Advisory Govindji Agarwal sir, Vice President Chairman Sri Sanjay sir, CDC Chairman MD Dr. M.B. Kekre sir, Life Member DES and Principal Kirti College Dr. D.V. Pawar sir, and Life Member Vice Principal Dr. Madam, HOD NCA and Life Member DES Dr. Kamala Madam, and my colleague directors Dr. and the smart traders of Share 2024. Welcome the prize distribution ceremony, the much awaited. I take this opportunity to thank each and every participant of Share Bazar, especially this year, as they were brave enough to trade when the market. When we start the stock market was very due to the deadline of 21st March given by Supreme Court to SBI regarding electoral bond. Further, they observed the market is in correction and in consolidation phase till April due to the pre-election rally. After 3 days of trading, I'm sure now they all know what I had said on day one, and that was trading is simply a transfer of money from those who don't know what they are doing into the accounts of those who know what they are doing, who are not knowing what they are doing. Thus, Share Bazaar gives them a live trading experience to all its participants, and they learn an important life skill of managing their finances. I'm also happy to share with all the dignitaries that ours is the only intercollegiate event in Mumbai which does live trading. This year, we had set a target of 75 teams. This was the target we had given, that is 150 registration. but we got a thumping registration of 121. So Share Bazaar 24 is bar 200 par. A big hand of applause. We had students from Mumbai, Thane, Vashi, Kolhapur and Amravati all playing in the virtual mode. And this year we are very happy to note that in the 13th year, Share Bazaar has also gone international. We have two NRI students from Dubai and from Germany all playing for these 3 days. I also take a moment to tell you some of the achievements of Share Bazaar over the last 13 years. I really wish to acknowledge that Bombay Stock Exchange Investor Protection Fund, since its inception in 2011, has been our sponsor, title sponsor, and even Sher Khan has always encouraged these efforts and has generously given us the sponsorship. So far, over 2,500 participants have learned the basics of trading and are now have a second source of earning, because most of our students are either in technology or in management professionals. They are already having plan which is their income plus they have a second source of income. Our finance students have also created a board game for derivative market, and therefore they always know experiential learning, complex topics like derivative. As we move forward, this year what we plan is we want that we start close-ended investment management fund in the year which will enhance the financial acumen of our students and give them exposure to handling a portfolio. We are very fortunate to have the veterans of the stock market, Sri Govinji Agarwal, to share his insight and guide our young audience. And I welcome Sri Agarwal ji, and we also have Bhattacharya sir from Sher Khan Vice President, who will also advise the young audience. Patron D.S. Sri Mehta sir and our senior management Dr. M.B. Kenkare sir, Principal Kirti College Dr. Digapur sir. I wish to thank all of them for their presence and message. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. It's my proud privilege to give an introduction for our chief guest, Sri Govinji Agarwal. Sir is a CA LLB director at ALF Advisors Private Limited. He's a veteran in stock market, having an experience of over 3 decades. Shri Agarwal sir, prior to joining ALF Advisors, has held key positions with several reputed organizations like Reliance Mutual Fund, UBS Securities, a subsidiary of Swiss Bank, as an executive director. Prior to that, sir was a senior vice president when Motilal Oswal Securities Limited during his time in capital markets. He has worked in various roles as co-fund manager at Reliance Mutual Fund, Reliance Emergent India Fund, US dollars of 100 million offshore fund, co-managed by him, outperformed the benchmark of 35% since its inception. He traveled wide abroad to present the firm on international platforms and panel discussions on emerging markets and Indian equity markets. A leader by example, Mr. Agarwal has won many accolades for consistently contributing to institutional business as Motilal Oswal and UBS. He has guided the large FPIs on India's sector and stock allocation. I now request Sri Govinji Agarwal sir to share his insights and wisdom with Gen Z.
गुड मॉर्निंग। अरे यार ये क्या आवाज निकाल रहे हो? मार्केट ऑल टाइम हाई है 72,000, राइट? तो सेंसेक्स के हिसाब से आवाज निकालना चाहिए ना? गुड मॉर्निंग। यस, so we are at all time high. So the sound, the loud has to be all time high, right? Great. So first of all, I thank Crystal and Gayatri for very kind words for introducing me. Thank you very much, Crystal and Gayatri. And friends, it's my privilege and honor to be here before these young minds, the future of India, the bright minds. You know, many of you will become shining stars like fund managers or entrepreneurs, and it's really my great privilege to be here before you and presenting or talking from my experiences of 3 decades in the markets. I thank Sri Sunil Bhai Mehta for inviting me as a speaker here. I thank Deccan Education Society, the Bombay Stock Exchange, Investor Protection Fund, Sher Khan, Mr. Sanjay there from there for since the beginning. Both these firms have been associated. NMITD, JS Kothari School of Management and Kirti College for hosting this event. And in fact, I must congratulate all those people, you know, who came out with this idea of creating awareness among the students, the creating awareness of equity investments. And I must say that you people are very, very fortunate to be learning this during your the college times. I also thank Dr. Mrs. Bobde, who has been interacting with me for this program. Other IC, Dr. Mrs. Bala, if may I call it Miss Bala, and Miss Bobde. Miss Dr. Pawar, the principal of Kirti College, and I'm sorry, I missed your name. Dr. Kekre. So all those dignitaries and my other speaker, Mr. Sanjay, I pay my tribute to all of you for taking your time out and arranging this program. Friends, equity investments. Are these people, they all participate in the events, all of them? Yes. Great, very good. So as I said, you know, during your formative years, I mean, most of you will complete, you know, this year or next year your courses, and you will step into the real world where बोलते ना आटे दाल का भाव मालूम पड़ेगा, correct? So, you know, from that perspective, learning of equity investments is very, very important. As Ms. Bobde said that, you know, investing is a life skill. First time I'm hearing this. Thank you so much for coming out with this concept. It's a life skill. And we all know that living in this world, we all need money, right? Everyone needs money, and we all want, you know, more money to have a good lifestyle, you know, a comfortable lifestyle, right? For that perspective, how do we create that kind of wealth? She also mentioned during our conversation, you know, we need to create an extra earning member. While you are earning, whether you are employed as an entrepreneur or you are working for someone or you have your own professional outfit. So while you are earning, can we create another earning member? So in case of any emergency, that another earning member can take care of your expenses. So with those thoughts, I think the equity investments, capital markets do offer a very, very good opportunity, very good field, on more on a relative basis. I'm also informed this contest was for 3 days, starting 18 to 21st March. and you were given a set of 10 stocks, and you were asked to pick up those stocks from those 10 stocks, and the winner would be the one who makes the highest profit, right? While this is a great concept and creating awareness, having spent almost 3 decades in the market, to my mind, 3 days is very, very short period. Very short period. With due respect to you, the people who started with this concept. Because what happens, let me give you one example. Say Vedanta Limited, which is there, When you have bought the stock in the portfolio, suddenly Supreme Court or maybe High Court of that where the plant is situated, they comes out with the judgment, say that this plant has to be shut because of the pollution control. And next day morning, the stock opens 20% down, you are not able to sell also. How do you react to it? Another example, Aditya Birla Capital, right? We all know what our regulator is doing. RBI has become very, very strict, rightly so. Somehow they come out with some regulation which is affecting the company's business, and the stock is down 20%. So, but if you have a longer period of say 3 months or more, you can react, you may sell at some point of time and then buy some other stock, which would be extremely difficult in a 3 days time period. So my suggestion to all those people who are associated with this, to design a program where, this runs for say 3 months or so. There are many business schools where such kind of programs are there for 3 months to 1 year, which is more termed as a portfolio management skills, Because what happens when you are given a set of stocks, which could be say BSE Sensex or BSE 100, from there you pick up the stocks and you are asked to write the rationale for each buying and selling. I'm repeating, my friends, you are asked to write a short note for each buying and selling. But if you have to write that, you will do research. You will read annual reports. You will read so many other things which are there. And then that will stimulate your thinking as to why you are buying that stock, because it is on black and white, right? This is how, to my mind, the learning would be much, much better. And when you actually go for interviews, and you say that, yes, I have done this portfolio management for 3 months, or whatever, the participation is most important. It's not the winning, Obviously, when there's a competition, there will be 1, 2, 3, 4 people who will win, which is fine. So it is not about winning or losing. It is more about, the participation. Because the fact that you are participating, you will learn from that experience. And when you go for the interview, you can say that, yes, I have done this. On this basis, I have selected this stock. On this basis, I have sold the stocks, So this is my humble suggestion. And I will be very happy to be part of in case you want to design this thing. So from my experience, I will be, available and I can contribute on this. So feel free in case you all want to progress on this. Friends, moving on. Equity investments, right? I'm told Sher Khan had allowed you to buy certain stocks, right? But for buying stocks, of course, you were asked to pay some 500 rupees each, but that's a very small, that's more to show the commitment. But for buying stocks or investment, you need capital, right? Yes. Right or not? Yes. So from where do you get capital? So some or maybe many of you, in our time तो हम लोग को तो कुछ 10 रुपए भी नहीं मिलता था pocket money, but many of you would be very, very privileged. So you may get some from your parents, but most of us, have to work hard to create our capital, right? How do we create capital, right? As Ms. Bobde has rightly said, it has to be a habit, right? So for that you need to save money, right? Correct? You all agree? Yes. Right? So I will show you over next 3-4 slides as to While everyone knows that saving is very, very important, it has to be a regular habit. But how we can save it and what savings can do it, right? Okay, can we? So friends, can we switch off these lights, stage lights? Yes. So I have prepared few slides just to elaborate this point of, while everyone knows savings and investments, but this will more reinforce the points as to why savings, regular savings and regular investments are necessary. So this is just to show you, we are living in very, very uncertain and volatile world. There are disasters which are natural disasters. They are man-made disasters, right? It's very, very volatile. You don't know tomorrow somewhere some war starts or some government takes some actions or we have this pandemic. So it's a very uncertain world. Also, if you see, the disruptions are happening across. Whether it's due to the managements, which is called, I would say, DHFL, Diwan Housing, Yes Bank. These are the corporate governance issues, or the technology, BlackBerry, Nokia, Kodak, Amazon. Do you know that Nokia and BlackBerry, they were the global leaders? कहाँ गए वो लोग? गायब, right? What happened? Absolutely. Great. So, but this is creating disruption. If someone is employed with this company, the job is gone suddenly, right? Similarly, what Amazon is doing to companies like 100 years old company, right? Look at what businesses are happening. The business cycles are getting shorter and shorter. The people who were associated with the ICE engines, ICE technologies, just look at them, how many of them are able to survive or they will be able to survive. So the point, I don't know if you all are learning this going concern basis. Is this concept there, going concern? In our time, during our commerce studies and CA studies, there was a concept called going concern basis. The businesses, the companies used to last for 30, 40, 50 years. That is gone. Now you have, even the promoters do not know whether they will survive for 10 years or not. In fact, I am reminded of a quote which appeared 2 days back by Mr. Dipinder Goyal. You know who's Dipinder Goyal? Absolutely. तालियां बजाओ भाई उनके लिए. Why I am saying he needs a clap? Because he is keeping a track of what's happening. He is reading the newspapers. And that is what is required. One of the very important things that you need to read regularly the business newspapers. What did Dipinder Goyal said? He said that he is not sure whether the Zomato, for which it is known, it will survive 10 years later or not. That's the thinking of the promoter. So business cycles are getting shorter and shorter, and even the promoters do not know whether they will survive or not. So what is happening because of this? The businesses are getting wind up, pay cuts are happening, job losses are happening, and for all these reasons, what we need to do, save for the future, right? More reasons for saving. I'm sure most of you would, or all of you would know that, but just to elaborate, you can lead a debt-free life. Stress is one of the biggest issues. In fact, it has become a lifestyle disease. But if you are financially independent, it can reduce your stress significantly. Medical emergency, job, business losses, buying house, education, and once you grow old, 40, 50 years or maybe beyond, marriage of your children, if at all, you want, if at all they get married. Financial independence and retirement, right? So a lot of these reasons, I have just summarized few important ones here, where it shows that you need to save, right? Now before that, let me ask one question. How many of you are using iPhone? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, 20 people. Okay, great. Yes, that lady there behind. Can you tell me your name? Sorry? Okay, Shavni. Okay. You are using iPhone, right? What functions are you using in iPhone? One is talking, second is WhatsApp messages, right? Reading emails, clicking pictures. Apart from this, what are the other features are you using from iPhone? Sorry? Social media app, right? Are these functions not available, say, a smartphone of 10,000 rupees worth? Then why have we bought iPhone?
Sign of luxury.
Peer pressure group. Now I tell you, you must have spent say 40, 50,000 rupees more for buying an iPhone. And the features are same which you get it for 10,000 rupees. Let me tell you, I have never bought an iPhone. Never. I was using smartphone of Samsung, but my daughter who's in US, she got me OnePlus. You know, that I strictly said no iPhone, right? When I was with UBS, a reasonably senior position, the country head of UBS, I'm saying this is a Swiss bank among the top 5 banks in the world, country head of UBS was also using a simple phone, right? So this 50,000 rupees which you have spent extra just to show that I am using, with due respect to you, iPhone, if you invest that, say, simple index fund or ETF, or when you become 40, 45, that can become few lakh rupees. That is what I'm saying. How we can create more savings through our day-to-day life, right? Let me show you, one more. I don't know how many of you can see from a distant place, We all, most of you would be visiting Starbucks coffee restaurants, which is quite frequent. It has become more a lifestyle, right, to visit the Starbucks and all, right? So simple savings, I don't know, the price must have gone up now from 250 to 320, I'm told, right? If you do this saving, I'm not saying don't visit, please do not misunderstand me, right? I'm not saying don't visit, right? Do visit, but instead of 8, can we make it, little less and save that money? Small savings, I showed you some little big saving. The small savings over a period of time can become big money, 21 lakh rupees or something, or next 10, 20 years, right? So the point I'm making is that look for the avenues, look for the opportunities where you can save money and invest regularly, right? Mrs. Bobde also mentioned that. Now, here I am showing you the importance of saving early, since you all are young, in your early 20s, and you have the time on your side, unlike us, This slide and next one or two shows the importance of starting savings very, very early, right? See here, these are just for the sake of names I have taken. This girl starts saving at the age of 25. What is the saving? 10,000 rupees monthly for 10 years. That's it. I'm not talking about 1 lakh rupees or something. From your salaries, etc., or your business income, if you save 10,000 rupees a month, and you keep investing for 10 years only, right? And I'm saying only bank rate, bank FD rate. I'm not talking about market returns, right? Look at this. That amount total is 12 lakh rupees for all these 3 people. Karan, who starts at 35, Abhi, who starts at 45. They all save 12 lakh rupees each. But what happens to after when they reach the age of 65? This becomes 4x, 4 times of this money. That's the significance of start to save and invest early in your life. And as I said, the age is, the time is on your side. I was talking to Ms. Bobde and she mentioned about compounding, right? So I'm sure you all know the 7 wonders of the world, right? Do you know the 8th wonder of the world? What is that? Excellent, excellent. And I will show you here, I will demonstrate how this actual magic works. Magic of compounding, right? All those very well-known investors like Warren Buffett, Benjamin Graham, they all talked about this. Here, you know, if you look at the scenarios, 1 crore rupees or one can take 1 lakh rupees, whatever. 7% bank FD, 12% maybe gold or kind of real estate, 10 to 12%, 15 to 20% is the stock market or equity investment. What happens 1 crore rupees invested at the rate of 7%? This is pre-tax, not post-tax, because depending upon your tax bracket, you have to pay tax on it. Over 20 years, it becomes only 4 times. But if you are able to get return of 15% in 20 years, it becomes 16 crores, 4x of what you get in the bank deposits. And over, since the time is on your side, look at the difference here. 66 times versus simply 8 times. That's the magic, isn't it? Now let me show you, some people may, अरे यार ये तो hypothetical है, fiction है, right? Let me show you, है कि नहीं है? Possible नहीं है ना? है? Correct. Great. And I'll show you, yes, it is possible. It has actually happened in our markets, in our economy. Actually, this is real data. ₹10 lakh invested, only 10 lakhs. In 5 years, the data is as on 31st December, which is very recent, has become 21 lakhs, but 20 years it is 1.6 crores, and 40 years, staggering 41 crores. Staggering. This is magic of compounding. And this has actually happened. Someone who has invested in 1983, today that 10 lakh has become 41 crores. This is the actual rate of return from the market, right? So if we can summarize this, savings are very, very important. Regular savings are very important. Investing early, saving early and investing early, very, very important. And if you can, of course, you should do your asset allocation based on the various needs. I'm not saying put everything into equities, right? But if you can start early and have the long-term horizon of 20, 30, 40 years and have patience, because markets will not be one-way direction. They will fall, they will go up again. You can benefit significantly from this, right? Clear? So we learned about savings, regular savings, investing regularly. In fact, I'm reminded of a slide from that kit you sent where maintaining your health regularly is very, very important. Similarly, investing regularly is also very, very important. So thank you very much for sending that, and it's a very good slide which has been, highlighted to you, right? So now we learned this, what equity investments can do over a period of time. As I said, it requires a long-term horizon and also patience. Now, how do we, what are the avenues available, how we can approach equities, right? So since because of the paucity of time, I have tried to make it very, very simple, and I'll cover, because this requires not, I would say hours, but this requires maybe months or years to learn about these things, these concepts, So very simple is mutual funds. I think everyone knows investing in mutual fund is very, very easy. You all need to do the KYC. I'm sure many of you already must be investing, KYC, and the benefit of this is professionally managed by the professional managers, and the regulator is very, very strict for the protection of investors' interest. One can start with a very small amount, as little as 5,000 in the beginning and SIPs of 500 rupees, and I'm told now the regulator wants to bring it down to 100 rupees a month kind of thing, SIPs. So that is because they want to increase the reach of this to the masses in this country. So this is very simple. Second is the portfolio management, which is where we are into this business or activity. This is meant more for HNIs and ultra HNIs. Here the minimum investment is 50 lakh rupees and above. So because the SEBI believes that those people can understand their risk better, and that is how portfolio management services. Direct equity, that's where you were exposed to. I will delve little more on direct equity. So how do we make a portfolio of direct equity, right? What all is required? If suppose you are out from the college and you want to start your direct equity exposures. So what all is needed? बोलते ना कोई टेक्निकल काम करना है तो उसका टेक्निक समझ में आना चाहिए, करेक्ट? तो सिमिलरली टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस, equity investment to my mind is science and an art, right? I'm saying science and an art. So what is science? Science is actually which has the reasons, which has the logic, which has the analysis where one can do and then arrive at a logical, solutions and conclusions, right? So here to understand the direct equity, you all need to read and understand the financial statements. Read regularly the annual reports. I'm told the library over here has got thousands of annual reports, both soft copies as well as the hard copies. Very important is to read the annual reports regularly. And there are 2-3 sections which I will highlight. One is called MDA, Management Discussion and Analysis. Here every company is they're mandatory. They're required to talk about the business outlook, how the company has fared during that year in that business, what is the outlook, what are the plans they have. So all that the management and the board of directors have to mention in this. So MDA is very, very important. One must read regularly. Second is, of course, the financial statements, which is profit and loss account, balance sheet, and the cash flow statements. And all the schedules and notes which are attached to it, because that is where you have the granular details. Contingent liabilities, you must read the contingent liabilities because something which is hidden. So understanding of how to interpret financial statements is very, very important, and for management students this comes very, very handy. So that is there. Then apart from this, regular reading of 1 or 2 business newspapers, like that gentleman talked about Zomato, business magazines, very important. Once you are regularly doing it, you will be able to identify high growth industries. कि अभी ये business में growth ज़्यादा है, right? Because it's all about higher returns, right? And from where to get higher returns? If we are investing in a company or the business which is growing faster than the others, right? That's where it creates higher returns, right? So I recall 30 years back when I joined stock market, share Bazar, right? That time textiles companies like Centuries, Mafatlals, they were the so-called blue chips, or even the manufacturers of say televisions, Videocon, they were the blue chips. Kahan gaye wo log, right? So businesses change because new businesses come into the limelight, and that's where we all need to identify high growth businesses. Then there are cycles, like you have capital goods, you have cement and so many others where based on various economic cycles they perform and the growth comes in. The very recent is the data centers. 5 years back, we had not heard about data centers as a business opportunity. but there's a massive investment of 10-12 billion dollar happening in just 5 years. The growth rate of our economy is say 10-11%, but these companies would be growing 20-30-40%. So that's a new opportunity, and this you will come to know when you are reading regularly. Very recent is semiconductors, right? That's a new age business. So the point I'm making is that if you are reading regularly, you will be able to identify high growth businesses, and once you identify high growth businesses, then you, which is called top down approach, and from there you have to pick up the 1, 2, 3 the best performing companies, right? So you look for their data for last 10 years and 15 years, how that management, how that company has done the capital allocations, how they have navigated the different cycles, because there will be up cycle, there will be down cycle in the business, how they had navigated those cycles. All this you will be able to see when you read the annual reports, you know. So once you do this, you will get a fairly good understanding of, you know, about the businesses, about the companies, and then you start, I must say, you start small, right? ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं होना है, अरे यार मैं तो ये कंपनी समझ लिया या समझ ली, लेट मी पुट 50% ऑफ माई कैपिटल इनटू दिस, यू नो. Do you remember a statement by Mr. Warren Buffett? 2 rules. Correct. Rule number 1, don't lose money. And rule number 2, do not forget rule number 1, right? So all these people have said that we will commit mistakes. Not that I have also not committed, I have committed. You will also commit mistake. But mistakes should be small. It should not have a big impact on your portfolio, right? And that is where diversification is very, very important. What is called as the risk management. This is the golden words of Benjamin Graham, a guru of value investing. He has said this 5, 6, 7 decades back, right? So what is the essence of investment management? It is not about the returns. It is about the risk management. So if we are able to protect our capital, if we are able to reduce risk in our portfolio, returns ban jayega, right? That is the essence of this he's saying, right? And if people say that, right, higher risk, higher return, barabar na? Huh? I would say reverse. One can lose the entire capital also. Higher risk. See this. People, बहुत सारे रिटेल इन्वेस्टर बोलते हैं यार मैंने तो ब्लू चिप खरीदा है, बोलते हैं ना, when you travel in trains or you in social circles, I have bought a blue chip. What is the definition of blue chip? See this. Some people say if they are part of Nifty or Sensex, they are blue chip. Maybe yes, but maybe not. If you see this, these all the ones with asterisks, they were part of the Sensex. What happened to these companies? Their peak prices and the low prices. These are the few examples where the capital got wiped out. 99% fall in the share prices, right? 99%. And this happened with well-managed companies also, like Nokia and Blackberries. While the management was good, the management had the good intentions, yet 99% fall in the share price. So what is important? Having bought a company in the portfolio, the most important thing is monitoring of that portfolio, continuous monitoring, because otherwise there could be some government regulatory action, there could be, if suppose the company is importing something from other country, there could be geopolitical issues, right? Or suddenly some competition has come in. So all those issues can be there, and that's where continuous monitoring is very, very important. Gone are the days, how many of you know Hero Honda slogan? I mean, it used to be 25, 30 years back. When they launched their first model CD100, there was a slogan tagline, fill it, shut it and forget it. Correct? तो इक्विटीज के लिए भी ऐसा बोलते थे, buy it, hold it and forget it. Gone are those days, because the companies can become bankrupt due to, as I showed you earlier, for various reasons, because the disruptions are happening across. And that's where monitoring is very, very important, right? So friends, we have learned this about the risk management also. And before I conclude, I'll just tell you about the opportunities which are there available in the capital markets. You all can pursue. One is, of course, if you can become research analyst, right? If you follow this portfolio management and do systematically, from research analysts, you can become fund managers, right? So that's one field. You can become distributors of mutual funds and PMS, etc., right? Of course, you have to take those certificates from NISIM. Then you can become a financial planner, financial advisors, So you can be independent. And the employment opportunities are very, very high in this field, BFSI sector, And the payment, salary is also relatively very high. I'm saying relative to many other sectors. So, and the good part is very under-penetrated in India, right? Only less than 5% of the savings, less than 5% of the savings is invested in equities. As against this, you have 30, 40, 50% in the developed market. 30, 40, 50%. The participation rate in US is more than 50%. In India, it's just 6-7%. So the culture or the cult is just beginning in India, because of the financialization of the country has just started 3, 4, 5 years back, right? So the avenues for investments are shrinking, and that's where so that means there's a lot of scope for the capital markets and equity markets to grow, right? So very good career opportunities are possible for all of you in this field. I have made my career, even though I was a practicing chartered accountant, then I realized, again on relative basis, यहाँ पर ज़्यादा मिलने वाला है, तो चलो shift हो जाओ ऐसा. So I shut my practice and moved to the capital markets there, and I'm very happy to have spent this 30 years in this market. So great, I'm happy to come and talk again on a small group basis in case you want to discuss little more about the career opportunities in this field, right? So before I conclude, I want to show the last slide. Who are they? Elon Musk, Tesla, right? Founder of Tesla. ये आपरो मुकेश भाई, right? मोटा भाई, correct? And of course our guru Warren Buffett. They are what? Billionaires. And among the richest people in the world, top 10, top 15. I mean, these two would be among the top 5. This would be in top 15 now, right? How they have become and why they are known as the richest people in the world. Give me one line answer. Yes, something more I'm looking for. Something more. It is right, something more, something different. Are bhai log, and of course our girls, behan log. It is equities. It is all because of their equity valuations. Yes, of course, they had the vision, they had the mindset, they worked very hard. But because of the valuations of their companies, these two people have created the businesses, right? and this one had been investing into the businesses, right? Have you heard of Mark Cuban apart from Mr. Buffett? Mark Cuban, how many of you know Mark Cuban? Okay, from that perspective you know. Let me tell you a little more about Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban had a very humble background. His parents had very humble background. He is from USA, born and brought up in USA. At the age of 12 years, he was selling garbage bags door to door, right? And he used to save money from that at the age of 12 years, right? Then he wrote that when he started going to the college, because in USA there's quite a distance when you have to go to college and they're not good public transport. So he bought a car which was probably the worst car in terms of its condition in that town. He says usko aap ek mukka maroge to uska 2-4 parts gir jayega. It was that condition. He did not bother about it. He said that my objective was to commute, and it was giving that. The extra money he saved and invested into the businesses. Right at that age of 16, 17, 18, right? That is what I said, start early savings and investments. Warren Buffett, at the age of 11 years, he first bought a stock from the market. 11 years. And look at where is he. Of course, he would commit mistakes. But equity gives you that opportunity where you can invest in different businesses, you know. And if you start early, you will learn over a period of time, and actually, you know, you can become yourself. Who knows, you know, some of you can be there in the list in future. With this, I once again thank you all for patient listening, and thank you the organizers for inviting me. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for addressing us with your insightful thoughts. We are equally encouraged by Sher Khan Limited, the co-sponsor of the event for a decade, for providing a trading platform and opening free demat accounts where students can learn the art of stock picking. Amongst us today, we have a persona who is known to have an in-depth understanding of the industry and the market. Shri Sanjay Batale, sir, has been working closely with the capital markets for almost 2 decades. I now call upon Shri Sanjay Batale, sir, to give us his insights to our younger audience.
Hi and good morning all. मजा नहीं आया सर को मजा नहीं आया
72 से नीचे आ गया वापस
या
क्रैश
पहला डेसिमल क्या होगा मतलब सेकंड टाइम जब आपने पूछा गुड मॉर्निंग अभी भी उतना मजा नहीं है गुड मॉर्निंग ब्रिलियंट थैंक यू सो मच thanks Gayatri for this introduction. I think that was a little heavy introduction. I don't think anybody in this market knows a lot. Whoever there in this market will always keep learning because this market is very vast. Invest in capital market, invest in equity. Even I am learning every single day. I will learn from you. I'll learn for Mr. Govinji. I'll learn from my team. So first of all, let me congratulate you all for taking this first step in learning about the investments and trading. So big clap to yourself. Okay, now after a veteran like Govinji has spoken, the second speaker after a personality like Govinji speaks, it makes very difficult for me or the next speaker to speak, what to speak. I mean, he has given you so much of insight, and thank you, sir, for giving that, because I have also, taken up quite a few things from that. But I'll still try to make some sense from whatever little I have learned over the period that I have worked in capital market. Like earlier I said, I am no analyst. I am just learning. I'll try to give you some sense of the opportunity that we have in the markets because we are in India. I'll try to relate, Indian stock markets and opportunity that we have in the markets being in India. So, okay, I've not been a bright student, so I always struggle to answer questions. So, idhar khada reh ke I feel like a professor. Let me ask a question to you all. I'll take that opportunity. So, can you all tell me how much is Sensex at today? Large. 72,000. Yeah, that's right. And how much is Nifty at? 22. Right. The next question is, what was Nifty in the year or Sensex in the year 2020? Both. Sensex in 2020? Sorry? Yeah, Nifty was at around? No, don't range it. मतलब थोड़ा नजदीक बता देना, please. Sorry? 14,000. Who was that? Brilliant. Good work. And how much was Sensex? Sorry? 47,000? 44,000? Sir, 47, right? Roughly. Sensex was at 47,000. So what is the growth that we have seen? Just amazing, very understatement, my friend. I mean, just in 3 months, you look at the growth in the index. I'm not even talking about stocks. I'm talking about index. I mean, that is the growth that Indian stock market has shown to you. And again, I'll congratulate that is you have taken the right step to participate in this wonderful event and, taking the first step. I just want to thank the dignitaries here and for giving an opportunity to Sher Khan to be part of this. And that brings me to the next question. Do you know what is Indian economy size now? Maybe I'm going a little heavy, but since you people have been involved in this, I'm taking that chance. No? Sir ने आपको पहले बोला है, reading, very important. I mean, these are few things that will add a lot of value to you in decision making of either investment or trading, whatever. So Indian economy is at around 3 trillion. Yeah? Yeah, right? And what is the growth that is expected? So growth that is expected in Indian economy is, yeah, they're expecting it to grow to 5 trillion by the year 26-27, right? And by 2030, they're expecting it to grow to, 10 trillion. So look at the growth, 7 trillion. You're right, my bad. 7 trillion. I mean, आज का अगर 4 trillion के पास का economy is, poised to grow at 7 trillion in merely few years. So that is the opportunity that we have in India, and we all have to take this opportunity and, make wise decisions by whatever we have learned from here and, take our portfolios on a higher side. Maybe someone of you could be among those 3 people that Govindji has shown. Someone will emerge as a Elon Musk from here, right? Yes or no? Arey, jor se. That's the confidence that you should have, and I'm sure with this learning from here, and Govindji has already informed you or appraised you that this is a very short term, maybe the program or the limitations that you may have about the time or designing of the program might have made you to design this in for 3 years. But Govindji rightly suggested, longer you learn, or for the longer period you give more time in this learning, better will be your understanding about markets and the decision making. So after talking so much about the figures, I will just give you a brief that how the Indian economy has grown. I have already told you. I'll also give you some perspective, try to make you sense that how other factors are also affecting the markets. You know the size of mutual fund in India? Yeah, we are very close. It is more than 50 lakh crores. It is almost 54 lakh crores. 54 lakh crores, and I think in 2014 it was somewhere around. मोदी जी का भाषण सुना होगा किसी ने, व्हाट्सएप पे काफी वायरल हुआ था वो. How much was that, if everyone can recollect? It was 10 lakh crores. I mean 5-time growth, not even 10 years, right? So these all factors. Okay, you people know about SIP by now? Yeah, systematic investment plan. The flow of SIP at that time was 3,000 crores. You know what is it currently? Sorry?
14,000 crore plus.
Yes, plus is right, but it is around 17 to 18,000 crores, and it is growing every month. मतलब last 3-4 महीने में from 15,000 crores, 16,000 crores, 17,000 crores, it is growing. So that is the kind of participation that we have from the retail side also. SIP करने वाले लोग तुम्हारे मेरे जैसे होते हैं, मतलब they don't do huge investment, but they take the opportunity of the market and make some, value for their investments, right? So these all factors are contributing. Why? Because our economy is growing, right? One of the biggest advantage that we have, India has, is population. I mean, one might say that population is a disadvantage, बहुत crowded or whatever. But if you look at it at the positive side, this population gives us, and India is going to be most populous country. That is what is estimated soon, right? So that gives us an opportunity. Why? Because we will have more consumption. If we have more population, there will be more consumption. If there is more consumption, there will be more companies which will invest in India. Foreign direct investment will add up in India, and that will again help us as an economy and therefore the stock market, because stock market, correct me if I'm wrong sir, is direct reflection of Indian economy, right? So अगर Indian economy 7 trillion तक जाना है in this 6-7 years, तो आज सेंसेक्स अगर 72,000 पे, वो कहाँ जाएगा? Give me any wild guess. Because it can go to maybe 1,20,000, who knows, right? Because it will go with the economy, and that is the opportunity that we have here, right? So one more advantage that we have in India is the young crowd. India is the youngest population in the world, right? 65% of the population is 35 year, close to 30 or below 35 years old. And Gen Zs, most of you, have still not participated. I mean, can you imagine? Gen Zs are yet to be participated. You will be in your 20s, maybe early 20s, right? So when you start earning, what will be your age? Around 25, 26? You people have not yet started earning and therefore not started consuming, right? Just imagine, and that makes it possible for Indian economy to be a 7 trillion. Why not? Because at that time you will contribute that to consumption. That is how it will take our markets to that level, right? So this is the opportunity that we have here. I don't want to talk much about investment. Govindji has already given I mean, you huge insight about it and very, very informative. So I don't want to go there actually, but I also want to come back to something called as learning, right? This is the this learning is very important. By reading, keeping, this is the first step that you have already taken, as I said earlier. Don't lose it here. I mean, this is just one push or boost that you have gotten. Now, the flame is ignited. How far you want to take that flame? That is important, right? अब स्कूल में, कॉलेज में हम लोग पढ़ेंगे, but जब तक we don't keep learning, when we practice the things in reality, it will not give you the results that are desired, right? And for that, what is required? For results, this is my favorite. Prashant and Jeevan will close their eyes because I keep giving this gyan to these guys. So, what is result according to you? Yeah, outcome, correct? You are close, very close, but outcome of what? Work, correct? Give me one word. Action, right? Sorry? Correct. Claps. Results are outcome of efforts, right? Can you connect to that? Yeah. Now, is it possible that आज का effort जो है will give me results आज? Maybe, but generally today's efforts will give me results maybe tomorrow, day after, 4 days, 8 days, 1 month, right? So I'll just try to relate this effort to result, because efforts are very important in all forms, whether you are working, whether you are studying, whether you are investing or whatever. Now for you all, since you are students, what is the maximum effort that you do? Mostly studies, right? That's the effort you do. Why? Because you want to come on, participate. Professor जैसा feel आना चाहिए मुझे. Come on. No, why you study? Simple jawab. Good marks and pass, right? So that's your effort. तो अब मुझे एक बात बताइए. How many semester you have? 4 semesters, right? And maybe unit tests. You will have how many unit tests? 2, 3, 4. 1. Okay. 1 unit test. You study for 1 unit test. That is the effort that you have taken. And then you stop your effort. What will happen to your semester? Disaster. It will be disaster, isn't it? So आपने ये effort यहाँ रोका, तो आगे आपको, so that is how effort to result goes. Your results will always have, if you plot a graph, your effort to result will always have that gap, right? So if I take 10 days effort, the 7th day effort will start giving me results on the next first day. So, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those following 7 days I'll keep getting results from those efforts, right? But if I stop taking efforts on 8th day, 9th day and 10th day, assuming that I have started getting the results, what will happen? Those no effort of those 8th, 9th and 10th day will not give me result for that next 8th, 9th and 10th day. And then क्या होगा? अभी बोला मैंने, disaster होगा फिर, right? So, सर ने भी बोला, reading, keep learning. So that is the effort that you all will have to do to know more about investments. And he has also told about reading the balance sheet, learning to read the balance sheet. See, one is academic knowledge, that you go do some courses like your video, and second is self-learning. Google Baba, right? It is like at the thumb now. हमारे time पे we did not have anything, nothing. हम लोग को library में जाना पड़े, यहाँ जाना पड़े, कोई book लेना पड़े, and that book also we have to return in stipulated time frame. 1 week में देना है वापस, right? नहीं देंगे तो charges. और वो टाइम जैसे गोविंद जी ने बताया, हमारे जेबी भी उतनी भरी नहीं हुआ करती थी to give those charges. So for you it is so easy. just angutha. I mean, you people have become technical angutha chap, right? So अंगूठे के आपके पास सब कुछ है. You go and keep learning. मतलब आप reading करते रहना, अपना wisdom बढ़ाते रहना, knowledge बढ़ाते रहना. That is the effort that you will have to give in to get the right results. Right? So with this again, I want to thank this NMITD for giving Sher Khan an opportunity to be associated with this for such a long time. A great initiative. Keep doing this. We will always be part of this, and anything additional, we would love to be part of that also. And thank you so much for inviting me and allowing me to give some, maybe I can call wisdom, or maybe few words. Yeah, thank you so much, and I wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for those inspirational words. We are sure that our smart investors are greatly benefited. Over the journey of 13 years, we have come across various aspects of the stock market. And to capture the same, I would like to introduce our annual magazine, Share Bazaar 2024, designed by Ms. Crystal Soros. Now I would like to request the following dignitaries to grace the dais and inaugurate the magazine. Shri Govindji Agarwal, sir. Shri Sunilji Naveen Chandra Mehta sir, Shri Sanjay Batale sir, Dr. M.B. Kekre and Dr. D.V. Pawar sir.
Thank you, Gayatri. Now comes the most important part of today's event. All the participants hold your breath. I'd like to invite Dr. Rahul Wadekar sir and Dr. Dikshit Kotari sir on this dais to announce today's winners.
Thank you, Crystal, and a very good afternoon to all, on and off today. So we are here to announce the result. Okay, so in total we have 5 prizes: first prize, second prize, third prize, and 2 of an other exciting cash prize from Dr. Anita ma'am. Okay, so we'll start, sir, with your due respect. Okay, so this prize is for the best portfolio. Any guesses for the best portfolio? It goes to Aman Toshniwal and Komal Rathod from JSKVS. I would like to request Dr. M.B. Kekre sir.
Now the next category of award, which is quite interesting, that is the highest loser. Yes sir, we also give the award to the participant who makes huge loss in terms of their investment. this award is not a negative award actually. So our intention behind giving this award is that the participant should learn from their mistakes, so that the mistakes should not be committed in future while doing trading. So that is our intention. And to give this award, I would like Dr. Pawar sir to felicitate our winner of highest loser, and the name is Snehashish Bera and Uday Ake from Jayachandra Kotari Business School. And the total amount of the loss they have suffered is 130 rupees. And one,
Sorry for hijacking, but there is nothing wrong in losing money, because this is failure, but you have to learn from the failure. That's it.
now the next category award, there is a third prize of Share Bazar 2024 is, any guesses? No. And the prize goes to Atharva Parab and Shravani Rane from Vidyalankar Institute of Technology. And the total profit is rupees 63. And I would request Sanjay Batale sir to give this award to Shravani.
Okay, so this is a time for second prize of Share Bazaar 2024, and I mean, of course, you cannot guess the name, but can you guess the institute name? Absolutely correct. The second prize goes to Miss Pooja Choksi and Mr. Aditya Singh from NMITD. I would like to request Sunil Mehta sir to kindly felicitate the same. The profit they made is rupees 68 and 95 paisa, and the cash prize they are receiving is rupees 5,000. 5,000 each, right? As a team they earn 10,000 rupees. Okay, so it's time for first prize, the cash prize of rupees 15,000. All excited? Want to know the name? Again, any guess from an institute? Okay, so this prize goes to
Santosh Gupta
and Siddharth Godwani
from
Chetna Institute.
of Management.
And I request Shri Govind Agarwal ji to kindly felicitate the same. The cash prize of rupees 15,000, and they made a profit of 71 rupees 60 paisa. Congratulations. Okay. So now it's time to announce the core committee of this event of Share Bazaar 2024. These people have really worked hard around the clock to make this event successful, and we would like to call upon the name. We request them to kindly quickly come on the stage and collect the memento. Rutik Malpe. I request Minal Mapuskar ma'am to kindly felicitate them.
Madam, please wait. The next is Crystal Sores.
Thank you, Minal ma'am. Rohan Gadi. Dr. Devi Pawar sir, I would like to request you to kindly felicitate.
Next is Janvi Nagvekar.
Thank you, sir. Akhilesh Chincholkar. I would like to request Dr. Giribala Devastale ma'am to kindly felicitate.
Next, Riddhi Tawar.
Thank you, ma'am. Aman Mehta. I will request Rasika ma'am to kindly felicitate them.
Madam, please wait. Aditya Tanavade.
Thank you, Rasika ma'am. Gayatri Dusija. I would like to request Dr. Anita ma'am to kindly felicitate her.
Viva Dhuri.
Thank you, Anita ma'am. Now I would like to request Prashant Taralkar sir to kindly felicitate Siddhi Bole.
And the next is Sahil Sahu.
Thank you so much, sir. So we also have the other teams from mentoring, operations, PR, creative, social media. But since we are running short of time, I would just acknowledge their name. They can later collect on their certificates from the team. So from mentoring team, we have Kaushal Pangle, Bhushan Wandre, Mukund Goke, and Gauravi Rane. Operation teams, Shubham Lad, Deepak Chaudhary, Priti Ghosh, Vivek Jain, Jugal Borse, Advait Thakur, and Gargi Ande. PR team, Dhanavi Asodia, Sumet Jadhav, Shreyash Manve, Diksha Thakur, Dhanashri Patil, Raut Adiverkar, Pooja Choksi, and Aditya Singh. Creative team, which have done all those creatives in the 2 days where we have decorated the trading room. Kaushal Kotavle, Sail Ruke, Ninad Sonavne, Prashad Udmel, Pratiksha Atugade, Jay Ganesh Yana Madala, Sakshi Desai, Sujit Mugudkar, Tarun Mandala, Adit Chiralwar, Riya Pawar, Mitali Jain, Avgat Sharma, Vikrant Mishra, Rohan Kanojia, Aman Soni, Aditya Shinde, Anjali Singh, Raki Sharma, Akshita Shah, Gauri Varde, Yash Sonavne, Anupriya Jilare, Ashish Danduke, and Pat Patil.
The social media team, Shubham Botre, Megha Pardiwala, Ishan Mankar, Krutika Pendari, Abhishek Jangid, and our IT team, Siddesh Devrukkar, Uday Aked, Nehal Naik, Snehashish Bera, Harshal Chauhan, Aditya Nimbalkar, and Jyotirmay Sardar.
Thank you so much. Now I would like to request Aditi ma'am to kindly take over.
Good afternoon to everyone. Congratulations to all the achievers, all the participants. Before I start, I need to announce that all the winners, achievers, those who have received cash prizes and certificates here, do not leave after we are done. Please meet me. We need your signatures on the receipts. Post that, you can move ahead for the lunch. Alright, please make a note of it. I can see some hungry faces here. The Chinese menu is awaiting us all, but it is only appropriate for me to thank all of you for your tireless efforts for the past 1 week or probably more than that. So, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, and fellow enthusiasts of the share market, I, Professor Aditi Tor, I am delighted to present a vote of thanks on the successful completion of Share Bazaar 2024, sponsored by BSE Investors Protection Fund and Share Khan by BNP Paribas. It is with great pleasure that I extend my sincere gratitude to each and every one of you for your invaluable contributions to the success of our 5-day Share Bazaar 2024 event held by DES's NMITD in association with DES's JSKBS. First and foremost, I would like to express our heartfelt appreciation to the distinguished speakers, Mr. Vishal Paikrao and Mrs. Archana on day 1, who kick-started this event and helped us understand the complexities of stock market trading. I would also like to extend our deepest gratitude to the title sponsors, BSE Investors Protection Fund, and sponsors Share Khan by BNP Paribas. A special mention to Mr. Sanjay Batali sir, Vice President Share Khan Limited, and Prashant sir, Jeevan sir, who are here with us today. You have provided the participants with valuable resources and opportunities to explore new avenues in the trading arena. Thank you for your contributions throughout the years. Now, we would like to take this opportunity to thank our chief guest, Shri Govind G. Agarwal sir, Director, Alf Accurate Private Advisors Private Limited, from the bottom of our hearts for gracing this final day of Share Bazaar 2024 and enlightening us with your valuable contributions and inputs. Very importantly, our heartfelt gratitude to our think tank, Advocate Neil Helkar sir, Trustee DES, Shri Sunil Ji Mehta sir, Patron DES, Dr. M.P. Kenkre sir, Chairman CDC, Dr. D.V. Pawar sir, Principal Kirti College, Dr. Meenal Mapuskar ma'am, Life Member DES and Vice Principal Kirti College, for permitting us to host this event and providing us with the right guidance at every step of the way. It would have been impossible for us to conduct this event without your blessings. To the spearhead of this flagship event, Dr. Anita Bobde ma'am, in charge director NMITD, for tirelessly planning and being a huge part of the execution process of this event. Huge thanks to Dr. Giribala Devastare madam, in charge director JSKBS, for extending collaboration on the behalf of her institute. Both directors for making sure that NMITD and JSKBS raise the bar of success this year. We would also like to express our gratitude to Dr. Rasika Malya ma'am, Life Member DES, Associate Director NMITD and HOD MCA. Dr. Renuka Sawant ma'am, HOD MMS, for making sure that students are able to participate wholeheartedly and safely. Thank you to Dr. Rahul Wadekar sir, Assistant Professor MMS, Dr. Dikshit Kothari sir, Professor Dikshit Kothari sir, Assistant Professor PGDM, and Professor Siddesh Rathod sir, Assistant Professor MCA, for guiding all the participants with creation of their DMATs, scripts for the 3-day trade, and hands-on guidance at every turn. Thank you to all the faculty members and the entire non-teaching staff for being readily available for help whenever called upon. Now thank you to the students, to the student organizing committee members, the mentoring team, for unfailingly making sure that Share Bazaar 2024 becomes successful and is completed with the utmost level of professionalism. I request a huge round of applause to all the students present here, those who are not present here but have contributed to the event. Last but not the least, to each and every participant from NMITD, JSKBS, and from institutes all over India. Not only that, we have two participants from Germany and Dubai who have brought this event an international reach. All of your presence has contributed hugely to the success of Share Bazaar 24. I am sure that with the wealth of knowledge exchanged and connections forged during this event, we have been able to encourage you to explore the stock market arena more rationally, and like Govindji sir said, it must have helped spread the awareness of rational decision making. Wishing you all the best in the future endeavors. Thank you. I apologize if I might have mispronounced a few names or if I have left a few names out. All the best for the future. Thank you. I request Crystal to make any necessary announcements if required. Achievers, winners, please meet me at the back.
Thank you so much for everyone for joining us today, and I'd like to close and conclude this event, Share Bazaar 2024. Thank you so much, everyone. Requesting all the prize winners to kindly come on the dais. We will take a photograph with all the prize winners. Also, all the core committee members and other team members are requested to just wait. We'll be calling you all for photographs, so just wait for a minute. All the winners are requested to come on the dais.